what my hope is, when I go to see him, he would be willing to do the surgery and we can get the funds to have the surgery done. So I was driving and he stand up and I looked in the mirror and I realized that one of his eyes looked a bit cast, and I kind of overlooked it initially, and then I realized it came every now and then. So if he's like looking in space, you'd realize it. And I took him to the doctor, my family doctor, Dr. Greaves, and she checked it. She looked at his eyes, and she referred me to, she gave me a referral for either Dr. Leon Vaughan, he's a private ophthalmologist, or Children's Hospital. And I decided to go to Children's, seeing that it would have been cheaper. And I took him to Children's Hospital, and the doctor there, he gave me a form to go get his eyes tested. That's Dr. Who Lawson. She's in York Plaza. And I took him there. Honestly, I expected just maybe, cast some minor therapy to have it corrected. And when he was there, getting his eyes tested, she initially started with the right eye. So she asked him to cover his left eye, and the letters were there, and she asked him to call the letters that he was seeing, and he said he wasn't seeing anything. And she said, "You sure?" And he said yes. And she said, "Okay, cover the right eye." Cause for me, I was like, because I know sometimes he's like that, so I was like, needing to stop it. And he covered the right eye, and he called, I think, the first 3 lines, the E and the F and the P and the T, O, Z, and the 4th line he was calling some of the letters incorrectly. And she then said, "Okay, cover the left eye now," because she realized that yes, he can see. So she covered the left eye, and he said he's not seeing anything. And I was like, the letters were here and I was sitting here. So she said, "Okay, you're looking where your mommy is." And he said, "I don't know where mommy is. I can't see my mommy, so I don't know where she is." And then I was like, okay, then something is really wrong. And she dilated his eyes, told us to wait for an hour. And when she retested his eye, it was actually the same. And she explained to me that when she looked in his eyes, the right eye had a cataract in it, which she had explained to me that this normally happens with persons who are older, not children. So she then was asking if he had an injury to the eye, and I told her if he did, there was nothing that I was aware of. And she told me I had initially a date to go back to Children's Hospital on the 23rd of April. She told me to go back to Children's Hospital immediately because he needs urgent surgery. When I went to Children's Hospital, I went to the eye clinic. It was a Friday, so luckily they had clinic that day, and I saw the clerk. I explained the situation to her, gave her the referral the letter that I got from children, plus the referral from the doctor to have the urgent surgery. When she came back to me, she said the doctor said that keep the date for April 23rd. This was January. She said keep the date for April 23rd. And I said, but the doctor, I just went to get his eye tested, and the optometrist told me that he needs urgent surgery. Can I speak to the doctor who you spoke to? The doctor came out. I explained the situation in regards to what the optometrist told me, and he said that with COVID and everything, they're not doing elective surgeries. They're not doing cataract surgeries, so I should come back in April. And I said to him, alright, so seeing that he's not seen from his eyes, is there any damage for me to wait until April? He said that no man, not going to him because of cataract, not going to him. And he said even when I come in April, I might just get a date to come back again, so they still can't tell me when the surgery will be done. So I left, but because the optometrist did tell me that it was urgent, I went back to her and she then gave me a referral to see Dr. Leon Vaughan. So this is the second referral that I would have gotten for Dr. Leon Vaughan. And I called her the price to see him, and I said, okay, this is a bit steep. And I called her back. I saw someone, they told me that Yuri actually does see children. And I called her again. I said, I know this is going to be the third referral, but can you give me one for Yuri? Got one for Yuri. Went to Yuri, got a date to see him, to go there on the 18th of February. When I went in February, they did say the same thing as children. Because of COVID, they're not doing elective surgery. So he should have done the surgery already. It's urgent. And he would need glasses after. And also to correct the left eye, because he's not seeing. He doesn't have a 20/20 vision in the left eye. Because of that, I had to stop him from school because, it's online and he's using his tablet. So I had to minimize his time on the tablet, watching TV. So on Thursday, we had a power outage in the community. So they were here and I sent them to play. So I was in the house and they were out here playing. He was riding his bicycle. And I heard a commotion and then I heard a scream. And by the time I came out here, I saw somebody carrying him up from downstairs. And he had a big cocoa. Big. This is what's left. He had a big cocoa. And I said, what happened? How you feel? And he said he couldn't see. And he lost his balance and he went down the stairs. And I brought him to Children's Hospital. If I have to have the surgery done privately, that's what I have to do. So I post the video I post a story on Facebook. That was on Saturday. And since then, persons have been reaching out to me. A friend of mine called me, and while I was talking to her, she created a GoFundMe account. And persons were there, Julian and other persons just were there texting, saying that they have to do something, I don't remember her name, she's from Canada. She offered to do the GoFundMe because I did explain on Facebook that we're not able to do a GoFundMe account in Jamaica. There are 19 countries. Jamaica is not included to do the GoFundMe account. I must say I'm grateful to the persons on Facebook because they are persons that are interceding on our behalf. They are praying. I've got persons have called me that I don't even know. Persons have donated. Even the person who were in the group now and they're doing the GoFundMe, I honestly don't know them.
Honestly, to just sit and have Nathan lose his sight, it's kind of worrying. And just any assistance that we can get in order for to have the surgery.
Any assistance that we can get to, we would really appreciate it.